Welcome, everyone. My name is Wendy Aspin-Curran. I'm so excited to have you all here with us tonight, or if you are watching a replay that's been shared with you by someone that believes you could benefit from this incredible travel platform that we have to offer at Tranont. I am going to pull up some slides just to keep us on track, and also because a lot of people are visual learners and you might just want to read what it is that we're talking about as well. So let's get started here. Tranont, many of you might already know this, is an incredible company. We have a line of wealth products. We have an incredible line of health and wellness. We're in the health and wellness space, so we have an incredible line of plant-based supplements. And we've now added to our repertoire, and we are offering travel as part of our business model. Travel brings communities together. It allows us to give back to the communities that we live and work in as part of our Lift Where You Live initiatives. And so it just fits really, really well. Wealth, health, and travel. Who wouldn't want that? Okay. So let's jump in. Why travel? Well, I just gave you one reason. It allows us to, one of our initiatives at Tranont is to impact 1 billion lives for good in our first 30 years of business. We can't just do that in our own communities. We have to be able to travel the world to do that. So that is really the core reason behind introducing travel. But from a business standpoint, travel is a massive industry, estimated at about $11 trillion. And everybody wants to travel, but a lot of people are held back because of the cost of travel. Am I right? When you're, especially right now, if you guys have been searching vacations, if you've booked a summer or a winter vacation and you don't have Tranont Travel, you might be like a little sticker shocked with how much vacationing is right now. Well, what if you could save up to 85% on travel with and earn an income by sharing this platform without being a travel agent? You don't have to book the travel for people. You don't have to manage the travel for people. You literally just have to sell like a Costco membership. That is what this travel platform is. So, what if it wasn't out of reach? What if you could save all year long on one night stays? Maybe you're a hockey parent or a dance parent that is booking competitions and tournaments, or a 1 week stay, or maybe you travel even more than that. And what if this platform and this membership also came with a yearly free vacation? Angela's going to talk to you a little bit more about that in just a second. So I'm going to pass this over to Angela, and she's going to give you a little bit more information of what this travel platform has to offer for you.
Okay, thank you, Wendy. So we launched Tranont Travel in the fall, and we're going to get into some numbers because if you at the end of this decide to to get a membership, you can do it as a customer or you can do it as an associate. So I want people to know if you are not interested at all in sharing it with others or making money, you don't have to, okay? You can literally just be a customer here, but there is a business opportunity with it if that's something you'd like to do. But just so you know, there's two ways to that you can come on board. So we partnered with a travel company that has 30 years experience. And the reason why we're able to get such insane discounts is because they do mass amounts of volume with like Fortune 500 companies. So we beat out. Oh my goodness. When we were first playing around with this in the beginning, there was about 15 or 20 of us. Wendy and I were part of that, and we were doing comparisons like crazy. I can say this privately. We can compare it to Expedia, Trivago, Red Tag. We can't talk about that on social media, but in a private Zoom like this, we can. I was doing comparisons like crazy, and every single time we beat out, I always compare it to Expedia because that was what I was using all the time. So we have access to over 850,000 properties around the world. Okay. So, like Wendy said, it could literally just be hockey moms, cheer moms, girls' trips, so on and so forth. So, we'll get into the numbers in a minute, but you pay a monthly membership. Okay. I'm telling you guys, it's less than a dinner out, okay? So don't let this stop you in your tracks because I was shocked when I found out how much it was. So throughout the year, so for 12 months, you can utilize the platform. I've used it so far since October. I haven't went on anywhere tropical, but I did a girls trip. I booked a tour for a wine trip and I booked it for my kids. My son went away with his girlfriend for New Year's to Niagara Falls. So far, just me and my two kids, we've saved $1,500 since October, and I haven't even taken advantage of it yet. What I'm the most excited about is the reward trip at the end. But I want you guys to know, even if, okay, you might, so if anyone's thinking, I don't travel throughout the year, I wouldn't use hotels. Please put a pause right there because even if you don't use it at all throughout the year, that's just a bonus. If you don't use it throughout the year, at the end of 12 months, when I start giving you the details of the reward vacation, it will be so worth it for you. And you'll hear the advantage of having the membership. Think of it kind of like a layaway. Every month you put away a little bit. And I'm talking, there are reward vacations, six, seven, eight, nine, $10,000 at the end of the 12 to 18 months that you can choose to go on. And we're going to give you some examples about with that. Okay. One thing that I'm super excited about is there's no blackout dates. So if you're on here and you already have a membership, so a lot of us associates have had it since this launched in October, but just 2 weeks ago, I started having a bunch of questions kind of pop up. So I had a meeting with our customer service manager and I learned so much about this reward vacation that I didn't even know. I thought we were very limited. I love all inclusives. I just love going away for 7 days, laying on a beach or on a lounge chair or just laying and doing nothing. I don't want to cook. I want people to cook for me. I don't want to get out my wallet unless I'm tipping. I love other vacations as well, but all inclusive have a time and a place. And I thought our list was limited until I learned what I'm going to share with you guys. There are tons and tons and tons of all inclusives that you can choose for your reward vacation. But throughout the year, there are tons of all inclusives that you can also choose if you choose to do that. We're going to give you some comparisons, real live comparisons. Wendy saved a fortune on a trip. I think she's going next week. But there's cruises, there's car rentals, there's condos, there's trips. Like I said, 850,000 hotels with up to about a 65% discount, sometimes more. We have found some, like the one Wendy's going to share. Oh my goodness, I think it was like a 90% discount or something insane. It's all in Canadian. If you're Canadian, if you're US, it's in your own currency. We have it in over 80 languages, in 100 currencies. Once you've booked your trip, there is white glove concierge service for like if you need them for anything, there you have access. And it's not Tranont that you're calling. They're actually we are connected with the Tranont Travel team. We just call it Tranont Travel, but it's a whole another company that deals with that. In March, and I can't say much, Wendy and I know. In March, they're adding a whole bunch of other things. So you guys are going to love what you're hearing now. But after March 19th, there's even more that we're adding that is just going to make this platform even better. But we're going to talk about what we can talk about now. And we'll share some numbers, et cetera. And then what we'll do is when we're done, we'll shut off the recording and then we'll if anybody has any questions, okay? So Wendy, let's show them some of those awesome examples.
Okay, let's do it. So, the other thing I wanted to mention was about the white glove service that Ange just talked about. I had to call when I did my booking. I had to call and get some clarification on things. The phone was answered. I was on hold for like 4 minutes. Like it was like nothing. And they responded to my email within 24 hours. Like it truly is like you can actually get a hold of somebody and talk to them, which is fantastic. Okay, you guys, this is the trip that I booked. Okay. My husband and I and our friends, so because we are traveling with our friends, we could book for them. You cannot book for other people unless you're traveling with them, or like Angela said, she booked for her son because her son lives in her house. Okay. So you're not a travel agent, you're not going to book for other people. Okay. But anyways, we're going on this trip. And we had been looking at a bunch of different resorts. And over the weekend, I had been checking Tranont Travel, comparing it to a couple of the resorts that we had been looking at. It was a savings. Every resort that I looked at, it was at least a $1,500 savings on Tranont Travel. So we knew right away we were booking Tranont Travel. Like, who doesn't want to save $1,500? Okay. But the Monday morning, I called my girlfriend. I said, okay, are you ready to book? She goes, yep. She said, I think let's do the Secrets Tulum. It looks good. It's a new resort. I said, I agree. I said, okay, let me check Tranont Travel so we know how much. We already knew we had checked Expedia. We already knew that Expedia was $6,800 for the dates that we wanted and the room category that we wanted. Did not include flights. We were booking flights separately. Okay. $6,800 for a couple. I checked Tranont Travel that morning. You guys can see the price there. That is what we paid. That is what was charged to my credit card. $2,085 for a couple for 7 days. If any of you have ever been to a Secrets, I've been to a couple of them. These are adults only, ultra all inclusive resorts. Like, this is not your 3-star in Cuba. These are amazing resorts. I've never paid less than $5,000 or $6,000 without flights for a Secrets. So $2,085. Now you might be thinking, well, I always book my all inclusives with flights. I'm going to tell you guys, I haven't booked my all inclusive with flights in probably about 10 years because I realized a long time ago it is a lot cheaper to source the resort separately and then book the flight that you want, number one, okay? Because sometimes when you book those packages, the flights are terrible. And be able to book on the airline you want, be able to use points if you want, whatever. Our total all in for this trip is less than $3,000 with flights. It's mind blowing, absolutely mind blowing. So we're super excited because we saved a lot of money. I like to save money. Here are some other examples that I have found. This is not a personal booking of mine, but you can see here Orlando for March break this year, same hotel, same room category, $2,500 on one of the other platforms, $948 on Tranont Travel. And then just to give you an example, if you are a hockey parent, a competitive dance parent, whatever it is, look at this. Even just for a 2-night stay, you could save $65 going to I think this was a hotel in Niagara Falls that I looked at because that's where we used to always go to hockey tournaments. Saving $65 is huge, right? Especially if you're going to a bunch of tournaments. That's ordering pizza that night for the kids. So really great savings all year long. And this is not just hotels, like Angela said, condos, car rentals, and stay tuned. There's more coming. You do not want to wait though. Like, some of you might be saying, "Oh, I'm going to wait until they announce the new things," because that reward trip, you have to have 12 months of consecutive membership to earn your reward trip. So if you were to sign up now in February, you would be able to go away next March on your free reward trip. If you wait until March or April, you're not going to be able to go next winter on your free reward trip. So, okay, I'm going to flip it back to Ange. I know we're already at 15 minutes, guys, but you can tell we're so excited. Give us a couple more minutes. Hang in there with us. Angela's going to talk to you about this free reward trip because it is going to blow your mind. I don't even know where I'm going to go because I want to go everywhere.
Yeah, thank you, Wendy. So we have access, anybody after 12 months on the membership, Wendy will share numbers in a sec. After 12 months, you have access to one of 3,000 properties. So we're talking about kind of all inclusives right now. Folks, you can go to the United States. There are 4 and 5 stars places in, if you like Nashville and Florida, you can go near Disney, all those types of places. There's a couple places in Canada. You can go to Asia, South America, Central America, Europe, Portugal. I know that's part of Europe, India, Africa, all of that. Okay. And I'm excited about all of that. I have no idea where I'm going, but every year I can pick a different one because I'm just going to stay on this platform because it's a no-brainer not to. But some of the ones I found. So on the list, so I want all of you to know whether you're part of Tranont or part of this membership or not, you can literally go to tranont.com and go to travel as soon as we hang up this Zoom. And when you scroll down, it will say view destinations. Those are the free. So you'll see 3,000 destinations. Go peruse that and see if anything, floats your boat on that list. You won't see 850,000 properties because that would be, I don't know, a lot of searching to do, but you can see the reward trips on there. So anyways, a couple of weeks ago, I learned. So I thought that only the ones that said all inclusive beside it were all inclusive. And I was so excited about it. There's a good number of them. But then I learned there's a ton that don't say all inclusive that are all inclusive. So they're updating the list. So when I heard that, I started going through all of them. This Barcello Aruba, okay? At the end of February, now this price here, I put it for next November because I thought if I want to go, so I did it a year for my membership is up in October, so I can go away. And you have like 18 months to 2 years to use it. I want you guys to know. It doesn't mean you sign up in February and you got to use it next February. You have lots of time to use it. Okay. And your other membership starts. So here's what's really cool too. If you go into year two and don't use it, you can combine them and go for 2 weeks or go on two different trips or I do believe, or take two more people. There's so many things that you can do with it. But anyways, I'm already searching now kind of where can I go. There are places that I would have never have went before because they're so costly. Antigua's on the list. Aruba's on the list. At the end of this month, right now, February, that's not this price. This is November. This resort at the end of February, one of my associates sent it to me. It's 10 grand. It's 10 grand. So this time next year, if I don't want to go away in November, let's say I want to go to this Barcello all inclusive in Aruba. Next February, it could be 8 or 9 or 10,000. Guess what? That can be one as long as it's available. Okay. So again, no blackouts. As long as it's available, you can go. Now, I want to add, we do have to pay some taxes on it. It's minimal. I've already kind of looked at it. If I'm going to get a $10,000 trip, but I might have to pay about 700 or 800 bucks in tax, I'm not crying about that. The fact that I'm going on a $10,000 all inclusive, obviously the higher end, the cost the trips, the higher the taxes are going to be, right? There are resorts in there for 2 and 3,000 and the taxes on that would be low. So there's all kinds. There's 3 day, 4 day, 5 day. If you go to look at the list, if there's no number beside it, if it doesn't say 3 nights, 4 nights, or 5 nights, it means it's seven. Okay. Anytime it doesn't say what it is, it's 7 days. So here's now we're not asking you to read it, but this is just what you'll see. And you can scroll if you go to Tranont.com. You can go right to the Caribbean, look under there, look under Jamaica, look under Dominican, look under Mexico. And we're talking like Hard Rock, Grand Palladiums. Wendy's son and daughter-in-law went about 3.5, 4 weeks ago to the Grand Palladium in Mexico. And I think, Wendy, what'd you say? They spent 8 or 9 grand?
Yeah, they went with their two kids and it was like $8,000 and it's on
It's
the list.
on this list.
Yeah.
It's on this list. So Wendy's daughter-in-law is like, I might as well get a membership if we want to go back there or to somewhere similar this time next year. Then they can choose that as their reward vacation.
Yeah.
If I've got any teachers on there, hi Mel, I think you're here. Teachers, spring break, students, anybody like that, start thinking now, going, okay, I've never went away on March break because I'm never paying 10 times more. But we can now because there's no blackouts. I've never been away at Christmas. I'm not allowed to go away at Christmas Day. My mom won't let me. So, but Christmas, Boxing Day, I want to be away on a beach one day on New Year's Eve. It's been a dream of mine, but it's always so stinking expensive. So I am looking Hard Rock, Puerto Vallarta. There's Hard Rock, Los Cabo, Hard Rock, Cancun. There's Hard Rock, Grand Palladium, Punta Cana. There's all kinds of them. As long as you aren't focused on one, well, you can be focused on one, but just know it might not be available exactly that week you want to go. So you pick another week, right? But I have like 10 of them, and I'm like, next New Year's Eve, man, I'm going to be on a beach.
Yeah.
Or literally just buying the flights. And like Wendy said, I've already been looking at flights. Right now, you can fly to Cancun for $450. Flights aren't even that much. What costs the money is the resort, is a 5-star adults only, is the food, is the beverages, all of that. And that's what there's so many of those here. Now, what I have done, this is just an option. Anybody else? If you're an associate and already have a membership, I'm going to share something that's really cool too. So I ended up getting a second membership for my son. Now, if you're an associate, this is huge. If you're not an associate and you don't want to be, that's cool. But and this won't make any sense to you and it's okay. But if you're an associate and you don't have a membership yet, just know you get 45 volume points for every month. You cannot buy 45 product points for $100. Oh, I just told you how much it is a month. Oh, anyways, it's $100 Canadian. That's all it is. It's $100 a month. If you're an associate, it's a write-off. So you've laid away, I've taken part of Wendy's numbers away, but that's okay. I apologize.
Awesome.
So in a year, think of that, $100 a month. Who here wastes $100 a month on something silly every month on a meal that you didn't need or
I,
whatever? We
I
all
just
do.
did it 20 minutes ago on Amazon.
We all do. We all do. I ordered takeout a couple days ago for my son. It was 68, $70, right? So so $1,200 tucking that away, but it's not 1,200 all at once, 100 a month. You have access to use this amazing platform all year long if you want. You don't have to. But imagine tucking away 1,200 bucks to go on a $10,000 vacation at the end of 12 months. There is no catch, guys. Okay. For those of you, some of you don't know me, some of you know Wendy, you might not know either of us. I am like no BS. Like there is no catch. Because if there was, I wouldn't be talking about it because I am not for that kind of stuff. That's why I'm telling you there is some fees. You do have to buy your flights. We're not hiding anything because sometimes it sounds a little bit too good to be true. $100 a month, I'm getting a $10,000 trip. Yes, you are. If that's what you choose. Now that resort in July might not be 10 grand. So that's why there's no dollar amount attached to it because if you choose to go in the summer or more off season, it might be cheaper. You want to go at Christmas time as long as it's available, it's not cheaper. March break, it's not cheaper, but you can go because there's no blackouts. That's huge. I know many other platforms that give these free rewards that there's blackouts. You can't go at Christmas. You can't go during March break. You can here.
Or they only give you like one option.
Yeah, or they only give you one option. So I have looked at tons and tons and tons. Go look at my Facebook. I post a bunch today. You can go to Barbados, like all those, not just the normal Caribbean islands, but the exotic ones. Antigua is on there. There's an Antigua all inclusive. There's a Barbados. I was just looking at it. It's a 4.5 star one in Barbados, all inclusive for 7 days. It's on the darn list. Like I'm mind blown. I never knew this 3 weeks ago. I didn't know that all this many were all inclusive. So that's why I'm like, Wendy, we need to do a Zoom. So,
Well, and the
anyways,
other thing we didn't know, or it wasn't clear for us in the beginning, was we were under the impression that the voucher had a dollar amount.
yes,
So it was like 1,500 to 2,000 US dollars or 2,100 to 2,900 Canadian dollars. That is just an average of what some of these vacations might be valued at,
yep,
depending on the time of year you go at. But
yep,
like Angela said, if you choose to go at a more expensive time of the year, or you choose a more upscale resort and it's available when you want to go, it might be three times that amount,
yeah,
the
yeah,
actual value of that trip. So that dollar amount, if you're an associate on here, that dollar amount that we've been sharing, don't share that dollar amount anymore because
yeah.
it's not accurate. The trip is actually valued much, much more than that.
Yeah.
Because
So
of,
what I meant to say, sorry, and I get excited and I go on
I
a
know,
tangent.
I
We're
know,
way over
I know.
time, but whoa.
Yeah.
So I got a membership for my son. So as an associate or customer, it really doesn't matter. I got a second membership because what we're going to do, so I have a trip for two and I put one in Cameron's account. Guess what? Four of us will go. So for $200 a month, we literally can be going away at Christmas time. We could be literally choosing two 10,000. We could be going literally away on two $10,000 trips, 8,000, like 15 or $16,000 for 200 bucks a month.
Yeah.
Or so like I said, there's no cutoff. So you have 18 to 24 months. So Cameron might come with me in a year, or he might want to go with his girlfriend, probably doesn't want to go with his mom. Who knows? Or if I'm not ready to go in 12 months, like I said, I could wait another year and go for 2 weeks or. So there's no like hard, fast time that you have to do it. So, anyways, I'm going to stop talking, but I'm super excited, as you can see, and I'm going to go back to looking at all the other places I'm going to go
All
because,
right, so let's talk really quickly about how inexpensive it is to activate this membership and then the monthly membership fee. Again, think of this like a Costco membership. You might be wondering, how can they offer these hotels at such a discounted rate? Well, our partner has 37 years in this industry and they deal with Fortune 500 companies. So they have such massive volumes. It's like going into Costco and thinking, how can they afford to sell that for so much cheaper than the grocery store? Well, it's volume, okay? It's massive volume. So you're going to join. The activation fee is there for you in US dollars and Canadian pricing. That is a one-time activation fee. It's not an annual fee. It's one time to activate your account. And really it's there so people don't just sign up for a month, book a trip and then cancel. Okay? Really that's what the purpose of the activation fee. Not that you can't do that. You are not locked into a membership here. I just want everybody to be very aware of that. Monthly ongoing fee is $65 US or $100 Canadian for associate pricing. And the retail bonus on that, so if you're an associate and you want to share this membership, every customer you have that is on a travel membership, each and every month you are earning a retail bonus on that. Okay. Now, like we said, this, my trip alone that I'm going on next year, the savings from that trip basically covers the cost of my membership for the next 4 years. Angela has already saved $1,500 in the last 4 months. Her membership is already paid for and then some for the entire year. So that $100 a month in Canadian pricing, so 1,200 for the year, you can easily, easily save that on one booking.
Yeah.
One booking. And you're still getting the free reward trip at the end of the year. So it literally is a no-brainer. If you want to try, if you love travel and you're already traveling, it's literally a no-brainer. Literally a no-brainer. If you want to travel and you just haven't been able to figure out how to make it work financially, this is the answer. So I'm going
And
to shut
monthly,
off the recording just so that we can keep it under 30 minutes and then we'll open it up for
Wendy,
questions.
hang on one second.
Yep.
Monthly for a customer. We just don't have that on the slide.
Oh, sorry. I
Is
should
it
have put it on this. Let me
is
look
it
that up quickly.
I think it's 114 or 115. If you're not an associate, um, customers, it's about 10 or $12 more per month. And however, for those of you that are on here and are thinking, I totally want this, remember, you don't have to like build some business. You don't have to be doing what Wendy and I are. You don't have to be like me and do this full time. But imagine if you had three friends that, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, my friends would love this, coming on as an associate makes sense.
Yeah.
And then 14 times three, every single month that your friend is on that membership, you get that $14 Canadian.
Yeah.
You
So
don't have to,
flexible
but
pricing is 75 in the US and 116 in Canada.
okay.
That's
Okay.
customer
We'll have
pricing.
to add that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. All right, let's turn off the recording.